We're back with another episode.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. We are back at it again, and we're still in Black History Month.
Black people.
Another satisfying racial moment. There's a guy on TikTok that actually sings like a little ditty like that. It's hilarious. But anyway, let me turn my phone off. How was your week this past week?
Oh, just amazing. Let me tell you why.
Please do share.
Because I got to live out my, 20-year-long fantasy, no pun intended, of seeing Christopher Ludacris Bridges.
Ruby Bridges' little brother.
In color, baby.
Ruby Bridges' little brother. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
He's not.
Oh, man.
No, definitely not. So you saw him in concert?
Dude, yes. At the rodeo. Best night of my life.
When is the rodeo over? When did it start?
It's never over. Rodeo's a state of mind.
Oh, Jesus, I can't.
I don't know. It's usually 2 weeks long.
Oh, okay.
No, it has to be maybe 2 weeks.
I think it's 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, they've got.
I've only gone once.
Really?
Here in San Antonio, yeah. I've only gone once.
You're not missing much, but man, it was literally every song.
Yeah.
Every song you put on when you're like, I just want to let's get it started.
Did he bring Shauna with him?
No.
Dang it.
He brought his friend from high school who raps one song, and he let him rap his one song.
Oh, Jingy? I'm kidding. I don't even know.
And I turned to my friend and I was like, if I got famous, I would let you come with me and I'd let you rap one song.
Well, that was nice.
That was really nice.
Nice of you.
It was his entire catalog, banger after banger. He didn't do, he just played his little verse in every song and then all his old ass shit.
Cool bean.
And it was so good. And I paid like $40 for the tickets, but probably like $150 in liquor. So
that's not bad. That's an even exchange.
I think so too. Yeah. Rounded out really nicely.
Did you get to meet him or like have something signed or do a VIP or whatever back stage?
No, but it's a good thing because I got a sty that day.
Oh no.
I know. When's the last time you had a sty in your eye?
I was a kid, but
literally years because it doesn't happen anymore to adult people.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah, I popped. You know what? It's karma because a friend of ours at work, shouts out to Marissa. I made fun of her sty.
She had one.
She had a sty for I swear to God, 9 months.
She really did because she had one when I was there.
And I talked mad shit. I was like, your sty still there? Is your sty still there? So
they say it's like an old wives' tale where you put baby urine on your eye to get rid of the sty.
What could that possibly do? That feels like it would
I don't know. I guess
burn my eye.
No, because baby's urine is sterile. It's not like human urine.
Do you have that on good authority that the urine is stable?
That's evidence-based. That's evidence-based practice.
EBP?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. No,
ask any older black woman, they will tell you.
There were no babies available to me. Sorry.
I mean, you got one.
No. And if anyone ever came to me and said, "Hey, can I have some of your baby's piss?" I would immediately
call 911.
Call the police.
There's a weirdo that's asking for my baby's pee.
Yes. So it's a good thing I didn't meet Ludacris that night.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well,
But yeah, great week. That was the only good part of my week.
That's cool.
What about you?
My week was challenging. I almost quit my job again.
What's a week if you're not teetering on the edge trying to quit your job?
God, this week has just been exhausting, man. I don't know if I need B12 shots. I don't know if I need drugs. I don't know what I need at this point in life.
Have you been tired beyond all belief?
Yes.
Yesterday I came home. I passed out. I didn't realize. Woke up 7:45, half eyes open. Placed a DoorDash order. Fell back asleep. Woke back. I'm tired all the time.
I'm just I have no energy for people. Even working from home, I don't like people. I don't want to hop on a Teams meeting and talk to you at all. Shut up. Do your work independently and shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'm glad to be alive. Thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
Yeah, that's about it. I just have no energy for this week.
Well, it's good to be grateful.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just, just trying to do my best. But yeah, other than that, I'm praying that this week I know without a shadow of a doubt that this week is going to be much better. Okay. Had to get my Pentecostal on real quick. I just let it go. So we want to shout out some other black oh Lord, what is it? Businesses. Oh, I'm losing it.
Businesses.
Black businesses. So as you can see, I am wearing hold on, let me do this real quick. I am wearing my Support Black Colleges shirt. You can go to their website. I think it's www.supportblackcolleges.com. I think that's the website of it. And then Alyssa, you're wearing, what are you wearing?
I'm almost positive you can get that at Urban Outfitters.
I'm almost positive you can't.
No, I think you can get it at Urban Outfitters.
I should search it right now.
I'm sure the whites are buying it right now.
They better not.
I'm wearing Basquiat because we're celebrating dead Black people this month.
Are we celebrating dead Black people this
I
month?
thought that's what it was for.
Oh, Basquiat? What is Basquiat for? Isn't that what Chris at Michelle got not canceled for, but she was wearing that.
What?
She was wearing when she performed for 45 and she was wearing a Basquiat skirt, and that's what she kept saying. They were like, why would you perform for him? And she's like, I'm wearing Basquiat. I'm wearing my Basquiat. And we were just like, we get it. And she's like, it's a Black owned artist. And we're just like, yeah, we get it. But at the same time, like, who the hell cares?
Same.
Exactly.
No, he was an artist that died. He like in the 80s.
Yeah.
Heroin, man. It'll get you. But his art got really popular after that. I think if I'm not misspoken, I think one of his works of art sold was like he's the highest selling American artist.
Really?
At like auction and stuff. Yeah, one of his paintings went for like $110 million.
Wow, dang. That's
that's why
awesome.
Jay-Z's hair looks all crappy now. That's the Basquiat shit.
Oh, I did not know that.
The more you know.
Yeah.
We support Black artists here, dead or alive.
That's very true. Well, I do want to shout out 2 other people that I know who have their own business. The first one is, I'll edit this so I can do this. Anyway, so the first one is your friend texted me. Shop Tea with Gwen. It's www.shopteawithgwen.bigcartel.com. This is a young lady that. Yeah, that's their website. Oh, I'm trying to do a screenshot. Sorry.
Oh. Cartel just sounds always negative to me.
No, it's positive. She sells tea.
Ooh.
Like real organic tea. I think like herbal blends and all that kind of stuff. So what kind
of blends?
Herbal.
It's herbal.
That's what I said.
No,
I said herbal.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an H there.
Yeah, there's a silent H there.
Whatever. Anyway, so this is a young lady who I actually went to college with. Her name, her maiden name is Dario Clark, but her married name is Dario Collins, I believe. Anyway, Dario. Shouts out to Dario. She's a college classmate of mine. Wonderful person. And she owns a tea business. So if y'all want to get some specialty organic herbal tea, you guys can shop at shopteawithgwen.bigcartel.com. Also, too, there's another young lady who I went to college with. Really good friend of mine. Her name is Jen Joseph, but her married name is Jen. I don't even want to mess it up. It's
Jen who's married.
Jen who's married. Absolutely. Adebishola. I can't pronounce her last name.
That's beautiful.
But anyway, she is a physical therapist. She graduated from Florida A&M University as well. And she now owns a brick and mortar physical therapy practice called Get Physical RX. That's located in Houston, Texas. So if y'all are in Houston.
Wait, maybe go get a job.
I don't want to move to Houston though.
All right.
I mean, maybe we do PRN on the side.
We should open up shop. You can run my business.
Yeah, I'll run it. I don't want to practice.
No, you can all open it together.
We keep talking about all these businesses. And
we're
you
never
gonna
run it.
Exactly.
Did you see on a cute care? Ooh, I got a sneeze.
Wait, let me finish this. While you sneeze, let me finish this. So anyway, so again, Lord. Physical therapist. Her name is. Let me get her last name. It's. I think it's Edishola. I think that's how you pronounce her last name, Edishola. Let me get it real quick. Hold on.
Get it right.
Edishola. Yes, Jennifer Alishola. Adishola. It's African, so I can't pronounce.
She's beautiful.
Yes, all my friends are beautiful. You know, I'm beautiful too. Anyway, so yeah, she actually just had a grand opening January the 12th of this year. So again, if you're in the Houston area, you need PT, OT, speech therapy services on an outpatient basis. You need to go and talk to Jen and go and see her, give her your business. She's an amazing physical therapist. She's been a physical therapist over, I want to say almost 10 years now, if not 10 years, because she went into PT school before I did. But anyway,
how long have you been a therapist?
8 years. So she's got to be at 10. She's got to be at 10.
Yeah, she's got to.
Yeah, she's got to.
Mathematically.
Anyway, yeah. But anyway, so yes, Get Physical RX. You can visit her website at www.getphysicalrx.com to book an appointment. Again, Black-owned businesses. She has a brick and mortar, and she's located in Houston, Texas.
H-Town, baby, what it do?
Okay. You know, I've really never been to, I've been to Houston. I drove through Houston.
I love you, Houston.
That's it. But I have a few friends that are in Houston.
Let's go to Houston.
Yeah.
Let's take the show on the road, baby.
Darielle, who owns
the tea place.
the tea company, Shop Tea with Gwen, she is actually in Houston.
Really?
And she also has a podcast. Out of the Queen's Mouth. That's her podcast as well
good
too.
Name.
Yes.
Good name.
Out of the Queen's Mouth. Let me make sure that that's correct. I think it's yes. I want to make sure that I say the whole full name correct. But she has an amazing podcast as well too. Yes, it's called Out of Queen's Mouth. And it's unfiltered and unapologetic. They're also located on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube as well too. And they release episodes every other Friday. So yes, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, that's all my shout outs. Now, what were you saying about?
Okay, now back to what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. Acute care rehab.
Yes.
On Instagram. Do you follow?
Yes, of course. They have the best memes ever.
Did you see over the last week they were posting like people were sending in their fraudulent billing stories?
No.
And just everything, everyone's company, what they had them say or what they have them do or like why people leave.
Wow.
And this one girl said, I was dealing with all this until I left and just opened up my own private practice. And I was like, yes, that's what I got to do.
I just don't know how easy. First of all, I think my friend Jen, who has this business, first of all, I think she has big balls. Like opening up a brick and mortar is
it's horrifying.
Yeah, and it's not an easy thing to do.
This is a pipe dream. I'm just
right. I mean, first of all, just securing the building. Number two, getting a loan. Okay, as a black woman. Number three, like filling it up with equipment, hiring people, and getting like being able to be on people's insurance or being getting a insurance package and malpractice insurance. So and just salute to you, Jen.
Running an outpatient clinic. Like I don't know how to run a clinic.
I mean, I know how to run a clinic. I've done it before.
Oh, okay. I've done it before.
I'm just saying. I mean, there's still a lot about clinics that I don't know about, though. Because that was over 10 years ago.
Do people still use that nasty thing full of water that you put the things in?
Oh, the hydroculator? Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not nasty. You use covers. So they never touch
me out. It just grosses me out.
You change it.
I know. Do I? I didn't know that.
That's because you're an OT. That's why the PTs always had to do it because we always use the hydroculator. But shouts out to Jen for having the balls to do that. An amazing rattler.
Big ball Jen. That's what we call you over here on the Face Off.
Absolutely. Big ball of Jen. So y'all go give her some love and some support. Follow her Instagram page as well too. Get Physical RX on Instagram. And then Shop Tea with Gwen on Instagram as well too. And she's also on Facebook. Anyway.
Black women.
Woohoo. Woohoo! That's gonna be us. Hopefully before the end of the...
Can you imagine being shouted out on someone's podcast and they're like, Alyssa and Monica doing $1 million deals?
What if they did it on the Breakfast Club? Charlamagne, yeah. DJ Envy, Angela Yee,
Charlamagne the God,
Leonard. Anyway, so yeah. Other than that, all right, ready to get on into it? Getting some good subjects for today.
Get into it, yeah.
All right, I think we need to start off with the subject that I feel like we talk about every single episode, and COVID? I think. Huh?
COVID?
No. Well, with that too, but I think because we keep talking about this and I'm not seeing the needle move in the direction of progress.
Oh, do I know where we're going?
Yes. So we're talking about Daddy Joe Biden, okay? And the reason why we're bringing up Daddy Biden is because this week he announced that they're going to cancel $415 million in student loan debt. Get this.
Wait.
For only 16,000 people. We did the math before the show. Okay. Don't judge us. We are not mathematicians.
Well, this was not an on-the-spot math type of situation.
But it's basically, if you were to take those 16,000 people and divide them by 415 million, guess what you would get? About $25,000 to $27,000
Which is what we like to call a drop in the bucket.
That's a Toyota Highlander.
Is that a Highlander?
A Kia Sportage.
Yeah.
A souped up, Toyota Camry. A
2008 Birkin, maybe.
Exactly. And I'm just like, and then they said, oh, the people from DeVry University are going to be included in that. That's 15,900 people right there. So really you're only canceling 100 people's student loans. That really matter.
I need you to cancel my student loans. It's Black History Month. Black people's loans.
That should be the reparations. That really, it's people who went to and if you didn't go to school, like, you should still get a check on your own. But I would take my reparations in the form of student loan forgiveness.
I think if you checked that African-American box when you applied to get into that school, my loan should be paid off.
Absolutely.
In this month.
Absolutely. This is more of our land than the white man's land. Shit, we built it. I mean, my ancestors built it. I didn't do anything to it.
You didn't do anything.
I didn't. I just showed up. But
there's so much talk about student. I mean, if we haven't paid it in the last 2 years, you don't need my money.
And here's the thing that also irritates me, right? So piggybacking on student loans. You ever heard of the company SoFi, SOFI?
Yes, because it sounds like cute and techie, and I was like, oh, that sounds much better than Fed loan servicing, which is what I have.
Fed loan is, I no longer, nobody has Fed loan loans now.
We just got transferred over.
Yeah, to some non-name brand
I didn't
company.
even read the email because it just makes me upset.
It really does.
To think about.
Me as well, too. But SoFi actually, so you know the Super Bowl just happened last week, right? And they had the Super Bowl.
It?
I did not.
Okay.
I can't remember
so
what
you
I was
don't know
doing.
how it ended?
No, I do.
No.
We were definitely wrong because we said Bengals.
We said Bengals on 3.
We're completely wrong.
It's just that Joe Burrow. I looked at him and I was like, you look like someone who's going to win a Super Bowl.
But didn't he play for Cincinnati at one point? I think he played for Cincinnati at one point. I don't know. I honestly haven't watched a single game of football this year or last year. And it wasn't because of the protests. I just didn't watch TV.
Isn't Cincinnati the Bengals?
What did I say? I meant to say the Rams.
I was very confused. I could have swore that he did. What am I even watching?
I meant to say, but didn't he? Doesn't he play for the Rams now? You know what the hell I was trying to say? You know what?
This isn't a sports podcast, and it's not why you're here.
It's not.
We're not even going to worry about it.
We're not a sports podcast, so why are you even asking?
Nope.
So yeah. So I thought he used to play. Anyway, neither here nor there. Here's the problem that I have with SoFi. So allegedly, for protection of the podcast, SoFi, the stadium that they played in, is called the SoFi Stadium. And allegedly, SoFi, who is a student loan servicing provider, paid allegedly $625 million to have the stadium named after them.
The audacity.
Now, here's my thing, SoFi. Who are you and why do you have $625 million? Because clearly, if you have that to just waste on your little raggedy ass name, you could have literally paid off all these other people's student loans. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's so shitty to you.
That's horrible.
Here, yeah.
That pisses me off. Like, granted, they are a private loan servicing company. They're not federal. But that's the point. Point being, as my daddy would say, why y'all doing stuff like that? $625 million?
To get your name on a building.
Like, you could have just spray painted it. Like, what the hell? I mean,
so who was that stadium before? Was it Oracle?
You can't ask me that.
I'm sorry. No, I apologize.
But Oracle is a software tech company, though, right?
Yeah, but anyone can own a building. You just got to pay for it.
Very true. But at least they're not a loan servicing company. I thought
it used to be the Oracle Arena, and it just got named something different. But that may be somewhere
I never knew
else.
what their stadiums were. I barely know what this, the Miami Dolphin Stadium is.
I don't know. I have no idea.
AT&T Center. I don't know.
No, that's here. Not. That's here, man.
No, there's an AT&T Center in South Florida.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, they named it AT&T Center.
Huh.
I think.
Okay,
don't quote me on that.
I'll give it to you.
But yeah, there's an AT&T Center.
That is so trashy. A student, but my thing is, you're in the business of loans. You're in the business of taking people's money and making them indebted to you for significant periods of time.
Yeah, I don't think you should be even allowed to purchase anything like that.
The names of buildings are for like big ass companies that provide a service that people don't want to pay for, but they have to because they need. Like AT&T.
I mean, we don't need AT&T.
Toyota.
I mean, I love AT&T. I have AT&T, but whatever.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like big companies that like that. Where like you're probably really shitty ethically, but like you're just, providing a product or service or
allegedly,
whatever.
Yes.
Not you're taking my money and with incredible interest and making my life a living hell.
And you're not federally regulated either. Yeah. I mean, well, the federal government is not federally regulated anyway, but that's neither here nor there. Speaking of another kind of situation, takeover, billions of dollars, whatever. Did you hear that allegedly the two worst airlines actually merged together
into a shit sandwich?
This is literally like the reincarnation of Soul Plane. Have you ever seen Soul Plane?
I just remember the bouncing plane.
First of all, the worst movie ever. Kevin Hart, Jesus Lord, thank you Jesus for growth. Anyway, so what's the place called? Spirit and Frontier.
The places where you have to fly the plane yourself.
Literally, and you have to pay for all your luggage and your shoes. And
by the time you do for all that,
you might as well just fly Delta.
I've never flown. This isn't like I've never flown, but I've just heard awful. Like my biggest fear is like getting stuck somewhere, my bag getting lost.
Yeah.
The wing of the plane catching on fire.
Which is all the things that have happened.
All the things that I feel like would happen on Spirit or Frontier.
Yeah. I've never flown Spirit or Frontier. And not because I didn't want to. First of all, you're not going to get me to fly Spirit. I don't care what's happening. The world could end. I'm not going to fly Spirit. But my best friend has flown Frontier multiple times and she has not had any issues.
So I hear either it's I either hear awful things, like I will never do it again, or like it wasn't so bad.
Yeah, every time I see their like advertisement, especially like on Kayak or something, if I'm looking for a ticket, they always have like these. Oh, if you leave at 6 a.m, you'll arrive 6 at the next night. Like the next
it's
day,
only $50.
Yeah, it's like 15-hour layovers. Who the hell is gonna be in a whole other city for 15 hours?
Broke ass people.
Well, I don't think it's broke ass people. I think it's people who just being spendthrift and are trying to
thrifting,
but they're trying to enjoy their vacation. So that's why they're paying $25 for the ticket, and then they'll pay $1,000 for their villa or whatever.
My thing is, I don't have time like that. So I'm like, I will pay $400. Just fucking get me there as quickly as you can.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get there and enjoy the time I do have.
Yeah.
And then get back so I can start my 9 to 5 again.
Most of the time I used to do turn and burns anyway. So I would fly like late Friday night and then come back Sunday night, and I'd be super tired. So I'm not doing that shit no more. And I'm exhausting all my PTO.
I need a day to recover. Every time I take vacation, I'm like, oh, do I need the Monday off? Yes, I do.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that now. I'm blowing through all my PTO. I don't care. I'm not conserving PTO anymore.
Here's the thing. If you have PTO, they think that you're not going to use your PTO. And so if there's none there for them to think that I have, they know I'm going to use it.
Listen, you better figure it out. Prepare the others. I'm exhausting all my PTO. So
I got bamboozled, and by bamboozled I mean I
you signed up
electively signed up for.
I knew that's where this was going.
One of my best friends that I've had since I was literally like 2 years old. She was over. We've just always been talking. She's like, it's on my bucket list. I want to go to Peru. I want to hike Machu Picchu. And me being me, I'm like, yeah, girl, I'll do it too. Whatever.
Who wants to hike? Why does
she
want to hike? Is she white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just always down for a get down.
You can't drink on a hike. You know that, right?
No, but I'm gonna do like ayahuasca or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Really get into it.
Gotcha.
So I was always like, yeah, let me know. So one day she came over and she was like, no, we have to do it. Like, this is the year, da-da-da-da-da. I've looked into these travel companies. I have this whole thing planned. And I was like, yeah, sounds good. And she was like, okay, it's booked. I was like, huh?
She booked your...
She is that bitch who was like, oh, you said yes? And I said, yes, we're never going to do it. We are going. And she booked it. So I was like, shit. So then I had to be like, well, let me see if I can get the time off. Because as you know,
you have no PTO.
I ain't got no PTO.
So if there's one thing Alyssa ain't got, it's PTO.
If there's one thing Alyssa does, it's fucking sign up for multiple trips she knows she will have to use PTO for. So I applied, requested for that PTO, and miraculously it got approved.
Oh, that's
good.
Good.
It's like 7 months from now, so I'm positive they're like, they're like, surely she'll have the PTO by then.
How long are y'all going for?
A week.
Oh, okay. You better.
Well, then my dumbass. So one of my other best friends is getting married this year. Right?
Oh, okay.
Her bachelorette party is this summer.
Oh, Jesus.
The month after.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay, I got to let this request cool off before I can request the next one.
Absolutely.
Shit. So I put that one in. I was like, I'll be up a creek if they say no. Like, I literally cannot miss this bachelorette party, which seems like a very first world problem, but I can't. I was like, I'll have to quit my job.
Wait, you mean the bachelorette party or the wedding?
The bachelorette party.
Who cares about a bachelorette party?
Everyone who's anyone. Oh. You think I'm going to let them go to Mexico and I'm not going to be there and then I just get to hear all the stories?
You can see Mexico from your house. Like Sarah Palin can see Russia from her house. So
that is true, but it's just not the same.
I get it.
So then I was like, well, shoot. I told my mom I may be quitting my job if they don't give me this time off. I don't know what else to do.
Quit.
So that's the song I've been singing for the last couple weeks.
Okay.
Lo and behold, they approved my time off.
Oh, well, good. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Then...
Oh, Jesus.
My mom was like, remember that time we were going to go to Disney World and I pushed the trip back because you didn't have any PTO?
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming up in November.
Didn't y'all just go to Disney World?
No, we went to Universal.
Oh, that's true. You went to Orlando.
We went to Orlando.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so moral story is I will continuously not have any PTO for like the next 2 years.
I want to work for a company that has unlimited
PTO. My friend works for one.
Yeah.
And she was like,
is it real unlimited PTO?
It is unlimited PTO. She said she worked it out. So she did like a shout out to Lauren, one of the coolest people I know. She did like a cross country Eat, Pray, Love road trip last year. And she just stayed with all these people and she worked it out to where like she was barely working during that time because she had unlimited PTO. And she was like, the only part that sucks is if you quit, you don't have PTO that you can cash in on. I was like, I could give a fuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Who wants to take PTO?
And they tax it, so it doesn't even matter.
When I quit, I made sure I was at zero in the bank. Took my last 8 hours. Next day, resignation.
Yeah, next company I work for, I want unlimited PTO.
Absolutely. I don't think you're going to get it in the hospital.
I don't either.
However, good luck with that.
I'm making moves here.
Yeah.
People in 2023.
Well, I'll tell you who is making moves. Erin Jackson. Ever heard of her?
Famous Jet Jackson.
Erin Jackson is an amazing African-American woman who is actually a speed skater, because you know the Olympics is happening right now.
I do. Are you watching the Olympics?
I am. I know nobody, but I'm
only here for the drama.
I'm looking for the black speckles here and there, and I found one.
Black people don't fuck with snow like that.
No, we don't.
We're not a winter sports team.
No, definitely not.
There's no bobsled time.
Well, the Jamaican bobsled team actually did. They did compete this year, but as you know, it does not snow in Jamaica. I mean,
could have fooled me.
Very true. But they did. Their uniforms were amazing. Anyway,
and that's what really matters.
That's what really matters. You got the yellow, you got the green, you got the black, and the green. I said the green. Yes. Anyway, so
you got it.
Erin Jackson is an amazing African American speed skater, and guess what she did?
She skate fastly.
She did, and she won a gold medal. The first black woman to win a gold medal in speed skating.
Dude, go her.
Erin Jackson.
How fast do you think they're skating?
Very fast. Have you seen their quads? Yes. I want the quads of a speed skater or of a hurdler. Have you ever seen like Gail Devers? I envy Gail Devers' thighs.
No.
You don't know who Gail Devers is?
No.
Okay.
While short track speed skaters usually reach speeds exceeding 30 miles per hour, long track speed skaters typically hit over 35 miles per hour.
That's insane.
That's a car.
That's why their quads are so
zone.
Yeah, that's why their quads are so big though.
They have to be.
Because they're squatting.
To power yourself like that? Insane.
Yeah. I don't know how old she is, but shouts out to congratulations to you, Erin Jackson, for
you
breaking
are the
that.
New famous Jet
Absolutely.
Jackson.
Absolutely. Well, speaking
she's
of
29.
29.
Damn, she's 29. My body's slowing down.
Your hamstrings suck, dude, in comparison to this girl. It's a shame. Well, I'll tell you what else is going on. Well, it's a shame in the Winter Olympics.
Oh man.
So we got to talk about it. Our wonderful friend of the show, Sha'Carri Richardson, right?
I'll smoke crack, motherfucker. I sell it.
Okay, Sha'Carri didn't say that. I'm not sure where that came from. Sha'Carri does not do crack. Anyway. So, in the news this past week, there's been some racial inequality that's been going on.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise, during Black History Month. I'm telling you, the most bullshit happens in Black History Month.
It's the shortest month of the year, and still it has the most bullshit.
They do that shit on purpose. So, anyway, Okay,
we'll be right back.
Yo, I'm trying to get my life together. I'm struggling today. So, in skating, right? I'm trying to think of the actual name. Figure skating.
Sport starts with an S on the ice.
No, figure skating. So figure skating has been happening, right? There's this young 15-year-old Russian skater. Her name is Kamila Vela. And so this young lady failed. Okay, understand what I just said. She failed
big X.
her drug test because her coaches or whoever, somebody allegedly gave this little girl, this 15-year-old girl, performance enhancing drugs. Mind you, this happened in December 2021, and it's just now coming out in February 2022 in Black History Month, right? So the committee says, oh, it's a case-by-case basis. We're still going to let this young girl perform.
Companies love a case-by-case basis.
Yes, and then they said that the sport's highest court ruled exceptional circumstances because, this would gravely affect this little 15-year-old girl's fucking life as if she couldn't wait 4 more fucking years and do it. Anyway, so of course, people are like, outraged, especially the African American community, because Sha'Carri was not given that same exception. The fact that this young lady's mother had just died and she found out about it through a reporter who was interviewing her. First of all, if you can race that fast smoking weed, you are a fucking superhero.
You deserve the medal.
You deserve the medal automatically. Like,
it's like not studying for the test and getting an A. You deserve the A.
Like, weed is not performance enhancing. And so, of course, Sha'Carri, she spoke out about it. And she was just like, she said, and I quote, losing my mother wasn't enough for me to run. I wonder why they let her. And so, of course, again, a lot of people have been speaking out about it. And
they're probably like, she will get murdered if she goes back to her country and doesn't
that is very true.
perform.
Allegedly. But I just feel like that is so freaking unfair. And people continue to keep saying, oh, it's not about race. It's very different.
Is it true that what she was on is the same thing they give soldiers there?
In Russia?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
I heard that whatever she was on, allegedly, is the same thing that they give to all the military in Russia. It's like some supplement that they all take.
Either way, it's banned, bitch. You can't do it in figure skating. I wouldn't put it past Russia. Russia is
a little wild.
They are.
They're going through some shit right now.
Listen, I don't I don't say anything bad about Russia.
There's a couple people I won't fuck with.
That's the
Russians are one of them.
I don't play with none of them.
High on the list, because one time this Russian lady made me eat this nasty fish shit. It was like a fish.
Was she a teacher?
Salad. No, she was a stepmom-ish kind of figure situation.
Oh, okay.
Neither here nor there. Anyways, scare the shit out of me. Also, who eats? It's like this national Russian dish. Who the hell eats like? It's like coleslaw with fish, but
Russians.
But like Jell-O molds, how they're formed. It's like that. It's so weird.
Ugh.
I know. Tell me about it.
I don't even eat fish, but yeah, that's. Ugh.
It was traumatic.
But here's what I'm hoping and praying for. Well, first of all, I'll just tell you this: serendipity. So the little girl.
Serendipity. What?
Serendipity.
What the fuck are you saying?
Do you know the word serendipity?
Serendipity?
It's Debbity.
Oh my!
It's serendipity.
God.
Let's Google Translate this shit.
Oh my God.
Let's Google Translate it.
I can't do this show with you anymore. I've never in my life heard it said like that.
Okay, not the movie.
Great movie. It's not great. It's just a movie.
Serendipity.
It's serendipity. It's fucking serendipity. Anyway, that's the way I say it. That's the way I fucking say it. Tomato, bitch. Anyway, so the young lady, she was skating all over the place and she scored horribly. So good for you. Anyway, but what I do hope that Sha'Carri takes away from this, I pray to God that this, I'm looking right at you, Sha'Carri. I pray to God that this fuels and puts a fire under your ass.
You're already very quick ass.
And I pray that everything this girl touch in the next few years, she just start blasting everybody. Don't talk to nobody. Be like the Williams sisters, like Venus and Serena. Don't talk to nobody. Just go into your little corner and just beat the shit out of these people, Sha'Carri. Just, ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Because the best revenge, like Beyonce say, is what? Success. What were you getting ready to say? Something else. I felt it coming. I felt that you're getting ready to say something else.
I know you can.
Well, so what were we talking about? What were you telling me about a tobacco company?
Okay. Let me tell you about the tobacco company. And I want to get these names right because I'm literally in awe and so jealous. Okay. This man, John Long, sued. What's RJ? RJ. What did you write all this?
Raisin Jimmy.
Anyway, this woman named Carolyn Long passed away. She was like a crazy chain smoker. She quit in 2002, but she already had COPD, right? Lived until she was 80, passed away. Her husband was like, you know what? Screw them cigarettes. I'm suing the fucking company. This is all your fault. And guess what? He won.
Is he white?
That's what it's shaping up to be. That's what it feels like.
Okay,
the jury was like, she technically, yes, did smoke the cigarettes, but she was smoking light cigarettes, which the company advertised were less addictive and harmful than normal cigarettes, even though that's not the case.
They put the disclaimer on the packaging, so that was false advertising.
That was false advertising, so they were awarded $9.75 million.
What company was this?
I see.
It can't be Marlboro, whatever you say them people name. I don't smoke, so I don't know. Virginia Slims. It can't be them because they put all that stuff on. They got certain
Reynolds Tobacco Company.
Never heard of her.
Well, they're probably bankrupt now, so you won't.
I'm quite sure.
Did you ever smoke cigarettes?
No, God, no. I've never even tried to smoke a cigarette.
You never tried a cigarette?
No.
Wow, you were one of those dare kids, huh?
No, I had this. I don't even know that I want to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. God damn it! This fucking podcast just gives me to release all my deep dark secrets. Anyway,
I am the therapy.
So I did have this phase in college with this former friend of mine. I don't know why, horrible peer pressure. Anyway, she didn't pressure me. I actually started doing it. Anyway, I had this black and mild smoking phase.
That's worser.
No,
ew, that's just like tar in your mouth.
I know, and I used to smoke like the vanilla ones because it had a really nice smell. But I can't do smells like that, so that's why I never smoked cigarettes. I smoked weed a couple times, but not anything super crazy to get addicted or like I don't know who to go to get weed from.
Like if I was like, hey, I want to smoke, you couldn't like call anybody up.
I wouldn't know who to call.
But you know what weed smells like.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like that kind of familiar.
I'm from South Florida. Okay, I went to good high school.
If there were papers and some bud on the table, you probably couldn't roll me a joint.
Hell no.
But you could know if someone was smoking a joint.
I wouldn't even know how to like if you brought it to me in a Ziploc bag. I wouldn't even know. Nah. I'm not a weed connoisseur at all. Huh. No, but I did have, and I had a very short black and mild face.
I'm sure it was short. What is that over there?
It was short, but like I literally have a picture of me and my My best friend, we share this picture back every now and then, every few years. Remember that time we smoked black and mild?
That is like...
It was disgusting. I used to like choke on it all the time. It was disgusting.
The only black and milds I ever had around us were like people would just put weed in the black and mild.
Oh, okay. It. Gotcha. I mean, I know what they roll the weed in. You know, you got your backwoods and your Swisher House and all that kind of stuff.
Dude, one time I was at a bar and these like promotional people from Swisher Sweets came around.
Yeah.
And they're like, if you give us your email, we'll give you a free pack of Swisher Sweets. And we're like, okay, go away.
I said Swisher House. I meant Swisher Sweets.
It's okay. You don't smoke weed. Neither
exactly,
do I.
I don't. I really don't.
I still get emails from those motherfuckers. I've tried to unsubscribe multiple times. They want me to get addicted.
So have you ever smoked cigarettes though?
Yeah, like in high school.
You used to smoke like all the time?
No, I got asthma.
I was gonna say, girl?
No.
See, now you can't sue them now because you got
they're
asthma.
like, you knew what you were fucking doing.
No, I never smoked cigarettes. Cigarettes used to, oh Jesus, just the smell of it would make me sick to my stomach, and it would mess up my allergies though.
No, we would be like out drinking, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll smoke a cigarette and I'd take 2 puffs and then have an entire asthma attack.
I'm almost like Bill Clinton. I can't inhale that. Like I can. Oh my God. I can just look
Obama,
cool with it, but
right?
No,
Obama I didn't inhale.
No, Obama smoked cigarettes, but
he didn't
Bill Clinton was the one who said that I didn't inhale. He's the one that said I didn't inhale. But no, Obama smoked cigarettes before, and then he quit when he became president. Yeah, or he was running.
With all the this is what we were talking about at work the other day. Like the idea of smoke, because there's still someone at the hospital who like takes a smoke break every day, so she has to walk across the street.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. Because she smokes. She takes several smoke breaks, and she's a nurse. And I'm like,
you just read the fuck out of her.
Well, sorry, but she's an amazing woman. She's very, very nice, but she smokes like crazy. It's insane.
And we were just talking about like, for my age group, I feel like all of my friends, all the people I know that are my age and your age, we're just like, like a smoke break. Who the fuck takes a smoke break? Who's smoking cigarettes like that? Like cigarettes aren't a thing anymore.
Yeah, they are.
They are still a thing, but like no one my age smokes cigarettes. Everyone's on a fucking Juul or a vape or something.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So the idea that you have to like, first of all, how fucking inconvenient.
Yeah.
But the idea that you have to leave your place of work to go somewhere else.
Yeah, because the campus is a non-smoking campus.
Yeah, I was like, I would quit then.
Well, she definitely is not getting her little $25 incentive for not being a tobacco user.
That's why I stay tobacco free. Get that $25 credit every month.
Yeah, exactly. No, I can't tolerate cigarette smoke. Even weed, I can't stand the smell of weed. Like I said, a black and mild every now and then is okay. Like it's like the vanilla like smell of it is cool. But then if I'm around you and you're smoking it, it makes me.
I just feel like younger people aren't smoking cigarettes like that anymore. Did you know the age to buy tobacco is 21 now?
Really? When did they raise
it? 2019, because literally today my brother was like, I think when I turn 20, because he's turning 21 next year, and I said we should go to Vegas. And he was like, yeah, I think I really want to go. I really want to like buy cigarettes. He's like, I don't even want to smoke them, but I just want to buy cigarettes. And I was like, you can do that now, stupid.
Cigarettes are going to be like $100 a pack.
Yeah. I was like, you can do that now. He's like, no, I can't. I was like, what are you talking about? They moved the age to buy tobacco to 21.
Wow. A couple years ago. I wonder if it's all those True commercials.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it had to be Juul, right? Because all the kids were buying little Juul pods because they could.
Yeah, true. And so the like boomers and Gen X were probably buying cigarettes.
Dude, the only people I know that smoke like that are like over 50 years old.
Yeah. I don't know anybody that's in my circle that even smokes, but even if they do, no.
See what I'm saying? No. I don't know if Dare really fucking did the damn thing or
no.
But when did they start making no smoking in restaurants and stuff like that?
That had to be like 80s, like mid 80s. So
maybe this is just like,
because even they didn't require seatbelts until like 1985 in car. Like you didn't, like a child didn't have to be in a car seat. I'm sorry, seatbelts yes, but the children did not have to be strapped in car seats until it wasn't made a law until 1985, 1986.
So I'm wondering if this is just the like aftermath of taking smoking out of public spaces.
Yeah. Well, I think too with the rise of cancer diagnosis, especially lung cancer diagnosis, is probably a way for them to not cover you, because you know how what they're doing with the COVID stuff, like, if you get COVID, we ain't covering you, bitch. And so that's why the Surgeon General had to put all of that, information on the tobacco and stuff, like, hey, it's gonna cause cancer.
Dude, have you ever bought cigarettes in another country? Well, I guess you haven't ever bought cigarettes in another country.
Never, no.
Overseas,
I've only been out of overseas once.
Even in Canada, I think, like when you go to buy cigarettes, they have these awful pictures of like necrotic tarred out lungs on the cases, or like a gross fetus that's just been smoked.
And people are just like, yeah, give me 2 of those.
I'll take a pack, please. Thank you.
Listen, people, you can see that stuff on Google. You are not, first of all, it's addictive, so no one's gonna care. They're gonna be, oh, puff pass. Like nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna care at all. Like,
yeah. So anyway, he won almost $10 million.
Wow.
Because his wife got COPD from chain smoking, and it was
how
all
old
their
is
fault.
she? If she died at 80, how old is he? Didn't you say he died at? I mean, she died at 80
She
years
died
old.
at 80 years old. Huh.
Old ass 80-year-old man over here trying to sue for $10 million. Your life almost over, sir.
His kids are probably pushing that.
Oh, it's definitely the grands. It's definitely the grandkids.
They're like, and we're updating the will.
Well, I'll tell you what else is going on that's really troubling me, that I can't believe this. Joe Biden again in the news because he's allegedly banning avocados from Mexico until further notice.
Where the fuck else do you get avocados from?
I have no clue.
Wait, is there about to be a true avocado shortage?
I don't know.
Yo,
possibly.
If they make avocados like $5 for one,
avocados are crazy. First of all,
they're already like $2 or $3 for a big one.
I didn't start eating avocados until maybe 3 years ago.
What?
Yeah, avocados was not a thing for. Is it a fruit? Yes, it has a seed.
It has a seed on the inside. Yeah,
right.
But what do you mean you didn't have avocados until 3 years ago?
Yeah, I didn't eat avocado. Nobody.
What did you put on What did you put on things to make it better?
Jelly, butter.
But
that's about it. I don't eat cream cheese. So.
Tacos and stuff, eggs.
No.
What the fuck?
No tacos. You just put, your sauces on there, queso.
What a world you live in.
Nobody ate. I won't say nobody. African Americans don't eat avocados like that. I mean, we do now. I think some people do now, but avocado was not a big staple. Nobody went to the store and bought avocados
that was probably
like that.
One of my first foods.
That's because you live in San Antonio.
That is true.
But see, in South Florida, ain't no avocados down there like that. I mean, they got avocados now, but I'm just saying, nobody really ate them like that. No. Maybe the vegans and the vegetarians, but no.
So do you eat avocados now?
I love avocados. I always buy them, and I try to hurry up and eat them before they rot, because they rot so
some
fast.
Lemon pepper and some salt. Oof.
See, I just do regular pepper and salt.
Try it with lemon pepper.
Really? Mm-hmm. It's really, really good. But yeah, so I guess the reason why I think allegedly, the article that I read, is because of the fact that, that's how, unfortunately, some people who traffic drugs, they literally will put them in the avocado and they'll ship them over here. It's like avocado, which I think it's very clever.
Drug traffickers are a lot of things, but clever is always at the top.
Absolutely. They're the most clever people ever.
Man.
So yeah. So he's...
Dude, have you ever seen... It's like on shows and stuff, but like when they disassemble, take down.
I don't know. You tell me.
Basically, when they take apart the cars and shit, and there is just drugs in every nook and cranny.
I think it's smart.
I'm like, y'all are wild out here.
I wouldn't even think to put. I would be, first of all, I would get caught. I'm already a snitch, and I'd just be like, no one can see this. Man, what's it under your shirt? Oh, nothing.
Hands
I don't know
up,
where that came
drugs
from.
Come down.
That's not mine. It's not mine. But yeah, so they Joe Biden is banning avocados from Mexico.
Joe Byron.
Nah, that's what you're gonna call him from now on.
He's doing everything but forgiving these loans. Focus, Joe.
For one thing at a time. He old. He can't really think. Well, piggybacking off of Mexico, what were you telling about? Something with the birds in Mexico or something?
Listen.
Oh Jesus.
I don't know what simulation we're in or what the hell's going on, but there's these videos of like this group of birds. I think it was in Chihuahua?
I've never been to Mexico, so you can't ask me that.
You never been to Mexico? You were missing out. Should we go to Mexico together?
We should take this show on the road. We need to bring Quinta though. She needs to be our translator.
Oh yeah, I can only speak.
You're horrible at Spanish in comparison to going to Mexico. In comparison to me, you're amazing.
I'm coughing because I'm so upset.
You're amazing at Spanish compared to me, but
oh no, they were in. Oh, I can't even say that.
What? Let me see. I can pronounce it.
You can? Okay, good.
Where is it at?
Cuauhtémoc.
I
don't know what or how or
it's a Mexican city. That's all we know.
But these hundreds of blackbirds were just falling from the sky and dying.
See the video
in northern Mexico.
Well, they were talking about Remember years ago they were talking, there was this one guy, I can't remember his name, but I think he used to work for the FBI. He was talking about how the FBI like killed off all these birds allegedly or whatever and then turned them into drones, and it was nothing but like the electrical birds and stuff.
Conspiracy TikTok, I love it.
Yes. So I think that's what ended up happening. They probably all died and need to be recharged, and so that's why they all fell.
I don't know, or shit like that freaks me out.
Yeah.
Also because you're always talking about apocalyptic stuff.
Yes. Did you ever see what was it?
The Birds.
No. With Ashanti and Mike Epps was in it. There was like 4-part series. There was like a 4-part series to it. Resident Evil. And
Ashanti was in Resident Evil?
Yeah, I think she was in the 4th one. 3rd or 4th one. Her and Mike Epps, they were in the back of a bus, and she sacrificed her life for the kids and whatnot, and she got ate up by them fucking birds. Anyway, but the birds were always flying around and like killing people and shit because they were like possessed and blah blah blah.
I hate birds. You haven't watched. You need to watch Euphoria. Ugh.
There's something about birds in Euphoria.
Anyway, in the last episode of Euphoria, she's like at this.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. That's a Drake song. What does it say? Da, da, da. Okay. Anyway, like God, ADHD is hard.
You didn't take your meds today?
Nope.
No. It's okay.
Euphoria.
Yes.
So she's in this like this drug distributor lady's house. All this drama happens.
Yeah.
This lady shoots her up. She's on drugs. She falls asleep. She wakes up. And she's trying to sneak out. Well, this lady has fucking birds everywhere in all these cages. And birds are just big snitches. So they're like...
I like that.
They're tweeting and whatever the hell. I hate birds. I hate them so much.
Well, I saw the movie Birds from, I think it was Alfred Hitchcock.
Mm-hmm. Hate that movie.
I saw that movie in high school, and that scared the shit out of me. And then I watched it again as an adult, and I was like, the animatronics was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great for the time that it was in because it was black and white film. But birds are... There was actually a movie called Killer Birds.
Killer Birds.
Back in, I think it was 1980s, there was a movie called Killer Birds and Killer Ants.
Huh.
Killer Ants was a horrible movie because literally these ants got in all the vents and everything, and they would literally like consume you. It was horrible. But yeah, we're in a simulation if you didn't know. Congratulations.
Yeah, some people say it's the pollution in Mexico that's making them die. Some people say there was a predator bird and they were freaking out and then diving towards the ground and that's why they're dying. I'm saying it's some alien shit.
No, absolutely. Because the video that I saw, if it was not photoshopped or whatever, the way them damn things fell, it was like they hit a glass ceiling and just all died. They came down
like
together.
World War Z. Is that the Tom Cruise one?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or no, War of the Worlds.
No,
World War Z is the Brad Pitt one, isn't it?
Where he injects himself with the stuff?
Yeah. I'm talking about Tom Cruise, War of the Worlds, where the aliens come.
Yes, that's War of the Worlds. Yes. Brad Pitt is World War Z.
World War Z. Both great movies.
Yes, absolutely, because they're apocalyptic. I've seen both. But yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, so hug your loved ones.
Well, who knows? We might be going to war. Russia keeps going. Putin.
I heard he backed up. Back up.
I doubt it. I think that's just a ploy to say, hey, we about to go. It's a slingshot. That's what I think it is. Please, Putin. I know you don't know me. You probably won't ever see this podcast, but please don't go to war. Please. I mean, unless you ransom like, hey, Joe Biden, pay off their student loans and then I'll back up. Then okay.
What I don't need is a draft.
Yeah, no, because I don't have the knees.
I think I'm of age. I don't have the hamstrings.
I don't have the knees for war.
I'm asthmatic. And you know what? With all my ailments, I still think they'd be like, you're going to go. Get on the plane.
Can you wear glasses and go to war?
You can do a lot in war.
No.
Dude, what is your vision?
I don't know the actual number, but my vision is not that bad.
I just found out that mine is 2650.
Really?
That's awful.
Yeah, no, mine is not that bad. They did tell me the number. It's written down on my prescription, but it's not that bad because I've literally had the same prescription for the last like 7 years.
Dude,
my eyes and I go and get my eyes checked regularly every year.
If I take this, because I didn't understand any of that, and people always say the numbers, and I never knew. Yeah. And my mom was like, "Yeah, because my grandpa said, oh, I got the cataract surgery and my vision went back to 2020. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I don't know mine. My mom was like, you're 2650. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, it's your contact thing. It means like at 20 whatever distance away, the letters have to be this big for you to see them.
Yeah.
I'm blind.
Yeah.
I'm blind. I'm asthmatic. I have ADHD.
You're not going to be draftable. No, you're not going to be draftable. Absolutely not.
They're going to be like, you're actually in the front lines. Just run around and confuse them.
See, I'm obese. This is what I'm saying. Obesity matters. We're not going to be drafted. We're going to be the last people to be drafted.
I would pull a 600-pound life if it kept me from getting drafted. Swear to God.
Or they may sacrifice us as like decoys.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn it. I'm in a sweet spot.
Have you ever seen Lord of the Rings?
No.
God.
But I know the characters on there.
Okay, well, basically, in one of the last ones, there's these huge elephants. Like
I have seen that part. Yes,
that's the 600-pound life people.
Yes.
While everyone else is like running to fight, they would just throw everyone in to be like big moving targets.
Absolutely. Well, I won't do that because I'll hide. I will hide. You're not
We're in the
draft
opposite
me.
Direction.
Absolutely, you're not gonna draft me. I'm not doing it. No, not
this
at all.
This is now a political podcast.
Absolutely. Well, also too off politics, onto something. I mean, amazing. I think this story is hilarious. Some people would think that it's horrible that this person would do it, but I thought it was very genius. There's this lady in Georgia. She's actually a state employee. Sad. She wore a fake pregnancy belly to get paid maternity leave.
I wish I had the balls.
Yeah.
I wish I had the audacity.
See, she was smart, unlike the people who got the PPP loans.
Because who the fuck's going to question that? Nobody. And then if you one day come without a belly, what are they going to do? Ask you if you lost your baby? How fucking rude.
But here's my
thing. And also
thing
against my rights.
Here's my thing too. So do you not have to show any paperwork when you have a baby?
I don't know how that works.
Because I thought you have to go on FMLA for that.
Surely they're not just like, oh, okay, do you promise you're pregnant?
Yeah, because if that's the case, I've been pregnant a long time. I mean, the way my stomach looks right now. Yeah.
How did they find out?
And she did it twice. I don't know how she did it, but I don't know how they found out, but she did it twice apparently.
Damn.
I think that's genius. I think it's genius.
Too. I think with sensitive subjects like that, you're always safe because you think like, who the hell's going to ask me about it?
Absolutely. I think so for real, on a real note, I think that was disgusting of her to do that. But I also think it was a genius plan. It worked clearly. So,
on the side of, people with fertility issues
absolutely.
who are trying very hard to have children and would never take that light. Absolutely. I understand. As someone who would literally do anything besides go to work for 40 hours a week, I applaud.
Hey, I would probably do that.
Listen, if I knew I was going to get in trouble,
I might just try it. If there was no jail time involved, who knows?
I'm not fit for jail.
Might try. No, definitely not. I worked at a prison. I'm not.
And she works for the state. That's what
she worked. Yeah. Because I'm like, the state, y'all should have required something. Who was your FMLA person? Because that's who fucked y'all up.
They're just stamping the papers.
Exactly. I'm just like, y'all might want to cut that out. But also in the news, before we get into the Rehab Corner, there's two stories that I want to talk about. One from Mark Cuban, who is the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. Absolutely, he is. So
Sacramento, where was that going?
I was getting ready to say the Sacramento Kings, because wasn't he the owner of the Sacramento Kings at one point? No, never was. To totally fine. Dallas Mavericks. So Mark Cuban actually just launched an online pharmacy where over 100 life-saving medications are going to be offered at a low cost. So, for example, there's a leukemia drug that they were talking about that normally retails for $9,657. It's now going to be $47.
Was this a Shark Tank idea?
I don't know. I just think this is what billionaires should have to do with their money.
But did you see Elon Musk just gave $6 kajillion to end world hunger?
Okay.
I'm just saying, we're talking about billionaires.
Are we on a food shortage?
Things. Yeah, we are.
Well, didn't he take a bunch of millions of dollars to space and waste it?
Yeah, but I think when you have trillions, you can just fuck around like that. I'm just saying he just gave a significant amount of money.
I didn't know that. Good for you, Elon.
I think it was. While I'm talking shit here, I will fact check.
Well, I think that's amazing that he did. If he did do that, but I think it's about time for some billionaire, millionaire, whoever, to start using their money for good and to make life-saving drugs affordable for people. Even like with these goddamn EpiPens, people are paying $600 for fucking EpiPen. It's insane.
I remember being in like 4th or 5th grade and everyone in this town being like, fuck Mark Cuban, we hate him.
Really? Why?
Yeah, just because he would talk mad shit about the Spurs and we're Poodle Pinch over here. And we love the Spurs. But he
wasn't being real. It's just a sports team. No, he don't even play. Does he even? He looked like he's never played basketball a day in his life.
He knew what he was doing.
Oh, please.
Apparently Elon Musk was like, if the UN is gonna end world hunger, then fucking show me your plan. Fucking put up or shut up. And then he donated $5.7 billion to them and was like, if don't talk about it, be about it.
First of all,
so I think this was a dick swinging competition, but
yeah, because it's not for the greater good.
But we're still helping millions of people.
But here's my question: who did you give the money to?
The United Nations World Food Program.
Okay. I was going to say something very not nice.
Supposedly, the executive director of the food program said that global elites should step it up.
Oh,
and I think when he said that, Elon Musk was like, okay, well, where's your fucking glorious program to end world hunger? And then he was like, here, I'll give you the money. Show me what you got.
The United Nations has allegedly been covering up genocide, sexual assault, and bullshit for fucking years. Fuck you, UN. Man, please. These people are bullshit. Sorry. Anyway, neither here nor there. I don't want to get our podcast canceled. I said allegedly. But good for you, Elon.
I said go Spurs, go. That's all I've said.
Puro pinche, dude.
Hey, puro pinche Spurs.
San Antonio.
Hey, say town, dos time, Canto City, vato, hey.
I'm keeping this in the episode. Also, too, I do want to shout out a young lady who created this amazing product, right? On the backs of Black History Month, creating. Her name is, that's a very good question. I'm not sure of her name.
I'm glad you brought it up.
I know, god dang it. I'll find it for the whatchamacallit. But anyway, she created this company. It's a multi-million-dollar company. Or it's supposed to be, it should be a multi-million-dollar company. Anyway.
If you had any say in it.
Exactly. So this black woman, she actually created this this product is called CPR Wrap. So you know how everybody, they always tell parents, oh, you should learn how to do CPR, blah, 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 because, you know, you never know what happens to your children or people around you and all that kind of stuff, which really should be like it should be a requirement. Like if you own a license or a ID card, you should have to learn CPR.
It should be like every year when you run the PACER test in school, when you do the Presidential Fitness Challenge. Absolutely. One part of it is CPR that you probably, all the kids just skip over and don't know. But then oh my God, something happens 10 years from now and you're like, bing, exactly. I know this from my PACER test. So she actually created this this product called CPR Wrap, where it folds out and you put it on, you place it down on the person, whether it's a child or an adult. It literally gives you like a 1, 2, 3 step process with written words, where to place your hands, of how to actually perform CPR safely. And she created it because her child was very young and stopped breathing, and she freaked out and didn't know what to do, even though she knew CPR. But of course, in the moment, she just freaked out. Her husband ended up taking over and saved their child's life. And in that moment, she was just like, or, you know, after that situation happened, it literally caused her to say, okay, well, this is kind of a dummy proof way of you being able to be successful at CPR, because now you don't have to think about the steps. It's literally written there for you, and all you have to do is just read it. Nice. That's so smart. I need that because my CPR is up.
Absolutely.
Also, I kill that every time that dummy dies.
I only kill the little babies because they just
the babies are hard,
because the dummies are stupid. Like they don't, like, you can either you press too hard or you're not pressing hard enough. And I'm like, in a real life situation, I'm not gonna press down on a real child that hard.
Yeah, the babies are hard because my fingers cramp up.
Yeah, because you gotta do the 2 fingers. I mean, an adult, I think, is easier. I mean, I've done CPR on somebody before in an ICU. Thankfully, the nurse came because I ran out of breath real fast.
You did CPR?
Yeah.
You jumped on top of that patient at CPR?
Hell yeah, because I made them code. So I had no choice.
It was your fault.
Absolutely. I wasn't even pushing really hard.
Well, that's why I will forever work in a hospital. I hit that button and stepped the fuck back.
Absolutely. It only happened in the hospital. I think I was in was I in Columbus at the time? I think I was in Columbus, Georgia at the time. And a patient that I worked with, they were an ortho patient actually. And
how'd you code an ortho patient?
I mean, we walked. I don't know what happened to him. That was the surgeon's fault. I didn't have shit to do with that. But no, we walked and everything seemed fine. We were conversing and everything. He came back in. He was like, yeah, I just really want to get back in bed. I was like, sir, you really need to sit up in the chair? He's like, no, I just really feel tired. I was like, okay, fine. I ain't gonna fight with you. It's a Saturday, whatever. And then I put him back in the bed, and all of a sudden he just went blue. And I was like, shit, they gonna fire me. Oh my God. And so,
I'm not losing my job.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and be counting. Are you breathing, sir? Sir, you in the yellow. Listen, I pressed that cold blue button and I started chest compressions. The nurse came in and she was like, all right, I'm gonna take over on the next cycle. Yes, bitch, I'm running out of breath. Let's go. So yeah.
Damn.
And I was a new grad.
No.
So yeah,
I would hit him with the hello,
nurse, I need somebody help.
Dude, that's help like me. When they start doing that little AFib cough, I want to hit that button immediately.
Oh yeah.
I'm not fucking around.
I've had quite a few patients code, and you just have to, I'm not saying I'm used to it, because I'm not. It freaks me out every single time, but I know how to be calm in that situation and not go crazy. So my thing is just to get a nurse in there, because I'm like, can I wash my hands in another room, please? That's all I want to do.
My thing is, you know how everyone rushes into the room and you're just like, your adrenaline's going, and then you're like, I have literally no purpose here. I'm just going to, and then you feel like shit because everyone has a job and is running around and you're just like fading into the background.
No, because you have to stay around because it was your fault. And they're like, what happened? I I remember the very last Code Blue that Cointa and I had. This is kind of funny. During COVID, before Cointa resigned and moved to Houston, it was this young man who had a developmental delay, and his mom went to the cafeteria to go get something to eat. Right, so we're working with him, and I think he was I can't remember his surgery. It was some kind of heart surgery. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, we put him in the chair, and the nurse, you know how the nurses tie a really bad knot around the chair? Uh-huh. So, of course, as soon as we put him in the chair, he starts grunting and like starts having like stridor. And I'm like, oh my God. So then he all of a sudden passes out, and I'm like, shit. And his map just drops like to the 20s. And so we're like, let's get him back in bed because we cannot do CPR in this fucking recliner. So, of course, I'm rushing trying to get the patient up. And so then after the nurse is like, should I press the button? Bitch, you're the nurse. You should have already pressed it. As soon as we were just like, his map is dropping. You can't get that back up with a bolus just that fast. So anyway, long story short, one of the intensivists comes in, and he's just like, so he sees me trying to like lift the patient, but the stupid sheet is stuck. And he says, oh, Monica, careful, you're back. You know who this is. So I'm just like, dude, don't tell me to be careful. In the moment, my adrenaline is going, so I don't feel it anyway.
And they're also so used to it that they're like, they're always like, we have time. We don't have time.
He came in with his hands behind his back, just like, what's going on? And I'm just like, he's coding. And then guess who's sitting outside the door? His mother.
Oh no.
She finally came back and she's like, what the fuck did y'all do to my son? What PT and OT? So of course we're standing there, everybody's just like, PT and OT. What the hell did y'all do?
And you have to stand there and wait till someone who's important enough has enough time to stop what they're doing and come ask you what the fuck happened.
Yeah, and you're just like, we just got him to the chair.
I did what you wanted. I got them up.
And then they're just like, so what were their maps? It went to the 20th. And
well, it was stable when we were sitting.
He was fine. He was totally fine. He did great. He was menaces getting to the chair.
Just start random information they don't give a fuck about just to make yourself feel better.
Right. They're just like, all right. Well, no PT for the next 2 days. No worries. We won't come back. But he did survive.
My favorite is the one time that I've ever made someone code. I didn't make them. They did it on their own volition.
Was that patient that you and 2 other therapists were with on the side of the bed?
On the side of the bed, me and 2 other people.
And?
No. It was just me and her in the room.
Gotcha.
She started getting stridor. She vagaled, shat herself. I put her back in the bed. Map 30s, 20s. They go in, they code her. I'm standing there like freaking lip puffed out. I'm like, and then there's a practitioner goes, she asked what happened. I tell her, she's, honey, it's not your fault. I mean, it is, but it's not you know, fault, but it is. And I was like, oh, stop it.
I know. It's crazy.
And everyone was being so nice about it. It made me feel even worse. They're like, it's not your fault. I'm like, cool,
it kind of technically is.
Technically it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was definitely my last code. Thank God to a degree. But codes are funny. They're funny in hindsight. Like when you stop to think about all the stuff that you did and your brain plays it back in slow motion, you just crack the fuck up. Cause it's like, did that really just happen? Because remember that one lady, we took her to the bedside commode who had what is she? I can't remember. I think she had a lobectomy done. And this tall white lady, and I walked her to the bedside commode, and then she passed out. And then I had to drag her to the bed. And then she wakes up and she's like, did I pass out? Yes, bitch. I was so mad. And then all you kept saying, why did you walk her that far? And I'm like, because she needed to go to the bathroom and I needed to do my physical therapy assessment at the same time to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
And
that's all I'm saying.
That's what you fucking get.
So yeah, the lady passed out on the bedside commode and I had to.
I remember you just yagged her.
I just yagged the shit out of her. I was like, ma'am, not today. I'm not doing an incident report today. And then afterwards I felt it. I had to go to employee health and I had to do an incident report. So yeah. Do I miss the bedside, you ask?
Dude. No. Speaking of employee health, our girl down in employee health that we love so much.
Did you go back again?
No, but there was another coworker of ours who was basically saying like he was having a lot of trouble. It was during a COVID time when it was very hard for him to get cleared from the doctor. Yeah. And management was like, you need to be cleared. Are you cleared? You need to just come back to work. And so our friend down in employee health was like, no, you are not cleared. You cannot go back to work. And I was like, yes. A hero for the people.
Absolutely. Definitely. Well, I did want to, speaking of like PCOT, Rehab Corner, segue. There's a story I wanted to share with you. I know you did tell me that because we got to wrap this up. I know you did tell me Miss Cleo they're doing a documentary on her or something like that.
I want to be here for Halloween.
Miss Cleo?
Miss Cleo, the psychic. And did you ever watch Raven? That's who Raven. Do you remember like Raven would dress up as like Miss Cleo characters? Yeah.
Well, Miss Cleo, I remember when she first came out, and it was like a groundswell of psychics. Everybody was just like, "Oh my gosh, she must be real."
Was she the first one?
She was the first commercialized one. I feel like. I mean, Dionne Warwick. Everybody was like, "Oh, she's psychic," and I think she was at one point, but Miss Cleo was definitely the biggest commercialized psychic.
I just remember always seeing it and thinking like, who calls into like I never had the balls to ever call.
I definitely called once.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. And there's like a little waiting from what I remember, because this was like in the like late 90s or whatever. Mid to late 90s, something like that. Anyway, this is when we used to play on the phone. But anyway, when I called, there was like this little waiting thing that was just like, "Oh, what's your name?" And they ask you all these questions and shit. You're just like, shouldn't you know this bitch?
Thought you were psychic. You should know who's calling you. Duh. Well, there was a situation that I saw. I'm a part of this Facebook group for alternative health careers for rehab professionals. And so this young lady, she posted, I won't say her name on there, but she ended up posting this particular situation that happened. I wanted to get your take on it. Okay.
So real quick, this will be our last subject for the day that we're going to talk about. But anyway, so she basically said that she's a COTA, a certified occupational therapist assistant. And she ended up posting on an intro about herself on a neighborhood website. Okay. Keep that in mind. A neighborhood website. She was saying that she loved her job as an occupational therapist. And she gave a few other details about her life. She said that it turns out that an OT, an occupational therapist, actually saw it and sent her a private message that said, she let her know right away, "Hey, I'm a COTA," or whatever. And it turns out that this particular lady that messaged her is a professor of ethics and found that she made a grave ethical error by misrepresenting her credentials, right? Which is against the law, obviously, in every state, blah, blah, blah. So she basically said, "Oh yeah, like I'm not trying to portray myself as to be an OT. It's just the fact that this is a neighborhood website. Most people are not going to know the difference between a COTA and an OT.
No one even knows what OT is.
Exactly. So basically, let me
confuse you more by telling you that I'm not a treating therapist. I'm an assistant.
Exactly, because nobody cares. They're just like, "Oh, OT or PT. Like who the fuck cares?" So anyway, so the young lady said that the other lady, the ethics professor, she wouldn't let it go, and so she started posting about the story on a public website. And so, getting
Twitter or something?
Probably. And so, or allegedly. And so she said that, many people called her out for it and was just like you're really overreacting. The fact that you're trying to report this person to the board, like stop being a Karen and, shut the fuck up. So she was basically saying that, she knows that it's, obviously unethical to misrepresent yourself, but she was doing it in the vein of just trying to tell people, "Hey, this is what I do for a living. If I just say I'm an occupational therapist," which you're an occupational therapist assistant. You're not doing that on a grand, scheme of things or whatever. But so she was, just really afraid about being reported to the board. And so she was asking people like, "What do you guys think I should do?" And da-da-da-da-da. Should I leave it alone or wait to be reported and stuff like that? So what are your thoughts on it?
People are bored.
They are.
That is ridiculous. It's not like she was applying for a license or she was treating patients. She was like, it's like me putting on my freaking Hinge bio.
Yeah.
"I'm an OT. Oh, actually, you're a COTA.
Yeah.
How dare you? No one even knows what the fuck occupational therapy is.
No.
Also, I
hate people.
You know what vibe this is giving? This is very much giving safety patrol vibes.
Yes.
Like, I'm the hall monitor now, bitch, and I am the law. No.
I'm the shopping cart monitor. Put your shopping cart back.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hate people like that.
Leave the girl alone. Honestly, COTAs do the work.
Yes, they do. And PTAs.
And PT. God bless all the therapy assistants out there. I couldn't do my fucking job without you.
But here's the even bigger part that I really want people to understand. When you're on social media and you see something that you don't necessarily agree with, what's wrong with just swiping the fuck up? Just swipe. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to give your fucking opinion. No one cares. You're not making any money from commenting negatively on someone's post. Just swipe it up.
I just don't. She wasn't legally doing anything unethical.
No, she wasn't.
It would be one thing if she was like posting about her services on this page, like she's a treating therapist and asking people to pay for it or something.
If she's advertising services, then yes, that is unethical and it's illegal.
When escorts call themselves accountants.
Very true.
Hello.
I mean, MDs may look at us and say, "Well, you're misrepresenting because you're not a doctor." No, actually I am. I'm a doctor of physical therapy.
Bitch, I get called a physical therapist 16 times a week. Do I correct anyone?
I used to get called a nurse all the time.
I don't correct a single fucking person because it's not worth it.
Yeah, my nursing PT came in here and did, what? I'm not a nurse. I could never be a nurse.
A nurse, a physical, everything but my job. And I just keep it pushing.
Pretty much. Oh, are you the tech? No. But they do amazing work.
That is to go out of your way.
People need, this is why I don't like people. And I will continue to go.
I've just never understood, but I've also never been the person to comment on shit. Like when I see, you know how people comment on celebrity posts?
No.
I've never been someone to do shit like that. I barely comment on people I know's posts.
I remember I commented one time, or I didn't comment. I actually gave like Amanda Seales, because you know I love Amanda Seales, and she made some post or whatever, like she always does, and I just really agree with the post, and I just loved her perspective on it. You know what I did? DM'd her, hey girl, love that. That's it.
Hit it with the double tapping. Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. I don't have to give you a dissertation about my opinion. Lady, if you wanted to give your opinion about unethical stuff, just start a podcast. Nobody's going to listen to it, but goddamn. Like, why do people have to be like that?
If you were really, truly worried, you would have just reported it.
Thank you.
I'm not going to give you a heads up that I'm going to tell someone you're doing bad shit. I'm just going to tell the person you're doing bad shit.
But then why are you torturing this other young lady by going and broadcasting it continually on another public website when she told you in private, I'm not trying to misrepresent myself. And she went back and corrected it and edited it to say, I am a certified occupational therapist assistant.
I think it's unethical for you to be bullying people online in your own profession.
That's harassment. Like, what? People are stupid. People are so dumb. I hate people.
Go sit down, eat a cookie, live your life.
God, please come get your people. Your people.
This is why you don't join neighborhood group chats and shit.
But you can join, just don't say anything.
Just sit your ass down. Mm-hmm.
I don't tell people what I do. I mean, obviously, other than the podcast, but still.
I don't tell anyone but the 5 people who listen religiously to this podcast every other Tuesday.
We have more than 5 people. Okay.
Yeah, because we hit 10,000 downloads.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all be listening to this shit.
Did you say 5,000 or 10,000?
10,000.
Okay, I was going to say. Yeah,
5 times 2, baby, 10,000.
Well, we're actually 11,000.
11,000. Shut up.
Yeah. We're almost at 12,000.
Yo, if we had $1 for every download,
we couldn't pay off our student loans, but
we'd be eating
make
good.
a dent.
We could go on a trip.
Absolutely. Something's flashing. I think my thing is about to end. Anyway.
Well, I have nothing else to say other than I am team COTA PTA because they literally do all the work. My God, all the work that those people do.
Absolutely.
They deserve a raise. But then if they get a raise, I get a raise.
Absolutely.
So they really deserve a raise.
Definitely. Well, y'all have an amazing weekend and y'all stay safe out there. Remember to spread love.
Spread light.
And don't forget to
laugh your face off. You're weird. Do you know every time I drive home on the radio, one of the stations plays this song in the background? Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. Be sure to tune in to The Face Off every Tuesday where new episodes are released.